To begin, Copilot really did help me write my essay. Whenever I started thinking about what I should write about my essay, I really didn't know what I wanted to write about. And, minimum wage was one of those things that actually did interest me. But, from class, I had a little idea of what it was, but I didn't fully grasp the entire concept. So I went to Copilot and I asked, can you give me a little bit more in-depth explanation of what minimum wage is? And sure enough, they gave me a great summary and I could look at it and I was like, yeah, this is what I'm gonna write about. So it kind of gave me the inspiration and more explanation to understand it and to be able to write about it. And then moving into my essay, as I was writing my essay, there was points where I came and I was like, I'm struggling. I need a word there. This word does not make sense here. This word is not a good vocabulary word. So, I would go to Copilot and be like, hey, what can I use in place for this word? What is another word for this? And, Copilot, sure enough, would give me a list of different words that would make sense in that sentence. So it would just make that sentence flow a lot better. And then for the grammar part, Copilot was really helpful in grammar. I would be like, yeah, this sentence seems choppy. This sentence is not flowing right. I think I need a comma somewhere. And Copilot, I would, put that sentence in and Copilot would be like, you need a comma right there. And they would also give me the why I need a comma right there. So I'm not just looking at, hey, just like, I need a comma there. I'm looking at why do I need a comma there? So I'm not just, I'm learning from my mistake in a sense because they're showing me the why I also need a comma. So Copilot was really beneficial in helping me in that. And one of the things I actually saw most that Copilot helped me with was my APA citations. So, I think citations are one of those things that are really nitpicky and just a pain in the butt sometimes. So those citations, the Copilot helped me with understanding when my citation was correct and when it was wrong. My reference sheet at the end of my essay, well, I put that in and I was like, hey, do these APA citations look correct? And Copilot would go through and be like, you're missing this here, you're missing that here, you need to add this. So it really helped me with the understanding where my citations went wrong. And then I also asked it about my in-text citations, and I would pick Copilot's brain about, hey, can I put the date here? When do I need to put the author's name here? All of that little nitpicky things that have to do with APA citations, Copilot helped me with. And of course, Copilot it helped to make my writing flow better. If I had to look something up, maybe I didn't understand something in my articles. Of the 5 articles I chose, some of them were difficult to understand. Like there was words I was like, yeah, I've never heard that, or there was a paragraph that I was like, yeah, that's a little bit over what I understand. So I would ask Copilot, hey, can you explain this to me in a dumbed down version? And Copilot would give me the explanation, give me what the author is trying to say, so I could understand it, and then I could go back and I could cite a certain thing, pull a quote from that, and then I could, be like, hey, this is actually right. Like, I'm not just putting this in for no reason. So yeah, Copilot helped me with that as well. Overall, Copilot was just really beneficial in helping me with the process of writing my essay. It would have taken a lot longer if I didn't have Copilot to help me with those extra research and help me with the APA citations. And of course, just helping with grammar is always good because, everyone does not like grammar. So yeah, Copilot was really beneficial for the essay.